Hello everyone and welcome to the first lesson of the Photoshop series. We're going to begin talking about what is Photoshop and what it's used for. Adobe Photoshop is a powerful photo editing software, part of the Adobe suite. Photoshop allows you to manipulate your photo as you wish. You can change values, add effects, crop the image, make compositions, and all the things you can imagine. But it's also used to create stunning and amazing illustrations with all the different tools Photoshop gives you. Let's start by presenting the workspace. Here we have it set on Essentials. Depending on what you're going to do, you need to set your workspace in a mode or another. You can also create your own workspace and save it here. Now let's see the different parts of Photoshop. First of all, we have the menu bar. Here we can create documents, change the size, find filters, a lot of things we will see on next lessons. Let's start by creating a new document. Go to File and click on New, and a window will pop out. Here you can change the file name, the size, the resolution, and the color mode. You have various press tablet sizes depending on what you want to create. You can also create your own preset by introducing the values you want and clicking on Save Preset. And here you have it. Now let's talk a bit about resolution. Based on what you're going to use it for, you will need to adjust it higher or lower. For example, if it's for web or a film, which means that it's only going to be seen on screen, you will do okay with 62 pixels per inch. But if the final product is going to be printed, you should be using at least 300 pixels per inch. So let's create a new document. Now let's see the palettes. Each palette has different functions and you can bring them out, delete them, and organize them as you need. To bring out the palettes, go up to the Window tab on the menu bar. In this case, let's open the Navigator. That gives you a general view of your document when you're zoomed in. Now let's move to the Toolbar. As you see here, we have a lot of different tools. And as you click on the different tools, up here this bar changes. This is the option bar. You might have noticed that some of the tools have a little arrow on the right corner. That means that there are more tools hidden underneath that one. Just click on it and as you see, a menu displays. And you can change to the tool you need. To show you a bit about how the toolbar and the option bar works, I'm going to show you a couple of tools that are used to move around your document. First of all, we've got the zoom that helps us get a closer view of our document. Normally it's the zoom in, that one that comes selected. To zoom out, you can click here in the option bar or leave the zoom set on in and simply press Alt. I would also recommend you to have this grubby zoom selected. It's really comfortable because you just have to drag in or out on the canvas to get zoom in and zoom out. The next moving tool is the hand that is easily activating by just pressing the spacebar. Click on the canvas and drag around. You can also bring it out by pressing H or going down to the little hand. And the last tool we're going to show you in this lesson is the rotation tool that activates by pressing R. This tool allows us to rotate the canvas, which is really helpful when you're painting and you find yourself more comfortable stroking in a different direction. When you finish and you want to have your document straight again, just press Escape. Also, if you're using another tool and just want to rotate quickly, just press R and while you're pressing, move the document around. It works exactly the same. This is the end of lesson number 1 of our Photoshop series. Hope you enjoyed, and see you on the next lesson where we will cover layers. If at any point on the process of your work you need to enlarge your canvas, go up here to canvas size. These arrows show in which direction the canvas is going to expand. So here it's going to expand from the center. But by clicking on other arrows, you change the direction in which the canvas is going to grow. Type in how much you want to enlarge your canvas and click OK. Also, if along the process you want to crop your file, you need to use the cropping tool, activated by C. Now let's see a couple of things that will help you keep everything nice and aligned. First, the rulers. You can bring them out or hide them here on the View tab. When rulers are visible, they will appear along the top and left part of the active window. Look at how when we move the pointer, a little bar moves along telling you your exact position. Now, if you want a more precise method, you can bring out the guides or the grid. These elements are non-printing elements, which means that even though you see them on your screen, when you print or save your file, they won't appear, so you don't have to take them away. You can add as many guides as you wish, and you can move them around. If you want to protect the position of the guides, you need to lock them. Also, if you're done with them and you don't want to see them anymore, just click on Clear Guides. To bring out the grid, just go up to View, Show, Grid. And the same thing to hide them. Well, hope you enjoyed this first lesson of the Photoshop series. See you on the next chapter where we will see layers.